Hi friends, today I am going to tell you a simple filter transformation in informatica. Okay, so for the beginners, one who don't know how to create the Power Center designer, Power Center workflow manager and workflow monitor, so this video will help you how to create a simple transformation. Okay, so before starting informatica, I will tell you what are the steps to create the informatica transformations. Okay, so first we need to create a source and target metadata in Oracle, that is in your backend applications. So in Oracle, first you have to create a source table and target table, but in real time it is not like that. Source is at one place and target is another place. Okay, means another place means another servers. Source will be available in one server and target will be in another server. Okay, so because we are running in the standalone system, okay, our source and target is going to be in only in our local system. Okay, so let us take a example for source table is a EMP table. Okay, and I will create a EMP target table at one place. So here in my system the source login is Scott Tiger. Okay, and for target table connections I will use the login dwh/dwh. It means username is dwh and password is also dwh. Okay, right? And in informatica, so we already created a folder with the name with my name Noor. Okay, informatica. So we use Power Center designer for source metadata design. Next, target metadata design. Okay, and the next step is mapping. Before mapping we have to create a transformation creation. Okay, here the transformation means we can use a filter transformation. In this experiment I will tell you how to create a filter transformation. Okay, rotor, joiner, okay, lookup. There are different transformations in informatica. Based on your situation we have to use the related transformation. Okay, then after creating transformation, connect mapping source transformation and target. Okay, so with this we will complete the complete mapping process. Next we will use a Power Center workflow manager. This workflow manager is used to create a session. Next, create creating a session, creating a workflow, and linking workflow with session. Okay, and final step is executing a tasks. Okay, so this I will explain step by step now, right? So after creating a session, we have to set the properties of source and target. I will show you how to set the properties of both the source and target. So first we will do these steps in Oracle: source and target table creations. So we know everybody that when we create Oracle database, by default we have this username Scott and Tiger. So and at the same time we have default employee table. So I am not going to create employee table in the source table, the source database, because it is already there. So we'll use the same thing. Okay, right. So first we'll go to Oracle. So I'll log into Scott. I will show you the already existing EMP table with records. See, here we have that SQL select star from EMP. See, it is showing 18 records. Okay, so these are my 18 different records. So this is the structure of the table: employee number, name, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, and department number. Okay, now no need to create the employee table in the username Scott and Tiger database connection. Okay, so this already we have, so I'm not creating employee table. So in the target I will create this table, that is a EMP target. Okay, so first we'll connect to DWH login, connect DWH, the password is also DWH. Okay, first we'll check whether the table EMP target is there or not. So if it is not there, I will create the table. Okay, describe EMP target. No, it is not there, so I will create a new table. Create table EMP target. So my first field name, what is my first field name in the source? Employee number. No, I'm not creating all the fields. I will create only selected fields. Employee number, number type. Okay, the second field is ename, work character 2. So I will take 25 as the length of the name. Next I will take a salary, sal column, this one from the source, sal column. Okay, number type, and department number type. So friends, this is one method of creating the table. Okay, so I will tell you another method also, that is very simple. Okay, so in next transformation, in next video I will show you this. Okay, how to create a table directly with not like this, directly. Okay, by copying from the source. Yeah, table created. So where we created this table? So check here where we created this table. We created in this login, DWH. Our DWH login is our target. Okay, next. So as per my steps, I completed these two. So already we have employee table with 18 records, and in target we don't have any tables, so I created EMP target table. Okay, now our next step is, so we'll go to power center designer to do the rest of the steps. Okay, now I'll open power center designer client. Now here we have power center designer. In power center designer, what is our first step? Source metadata creation, and second step is target data metadata creations. Okay, now we'll right click on the RIMS rep. So in our repository connection we are connecting, so copy the username, same password, connect. Okay, once it is connected it will show the folders. Now we have only one folder, so I'll open the folder. Okay, so I will select tools to create the first step, that is source metadata designing. So go to tools, select source analyzer. So on the menu bar select sources, import from database. Okay, so in the first step, so you have the properties, we have to set the properties like this: source db. So what is your source username? Scott. Okay, and password is tiger. Now click on connect button. Okay, now expand Scott, expand table, and choose your table name emp, and click on OK button. Now we have our source metadata design. Okay, in the sources. So we completed this step. Next, what about the next one? Target metadata design. Okay, so target metadata design, go to tools, target, choose target designer. Okay, target, import from database. So for target, the ODBC data source is target db. Okay, next, what is our target username? DWH. The password also DWH. Connect. So the same thing, expand DWH, expand tables, and choose your EMP target. Okay, now you have your EMP target in the targets metadata design. Next, so we completed this one, we completed these two steps. Okay, and we do these two steps at the same place, mapping and transformation creation. Okay, for that we have to go to tools, mapping designer. In the mapping designer, go to mappings. So what I have selected? Tools, map, not maplet, mapping designer you have to choose. Okay, once it is selected, so your menu will change. So previously we had the things like here sources and targets. Now we have mappings. Mappings, create. So this is the new mapping I am creating. Why mapping? Mapping is used to design the connection between source and target along with transformations. So my mapping name, I am giving my mapping name m underscore. So it is a naming convention for everything in informatica. For mapping we have to give m underscore, but it is only an suggestion only. So if you are trying you are practicing, means you can give any name. Okay, but in real time we have to give m underscore like this. Okay, m underscore, my transformation, I'm doing filter transformation. Okay, so here you will find your mapping name. Then the first step here is go to sources. In the left side panel, just you expand sources, expand source db, and select this emp object, drag and drop in this mapping designer. So here you will get like this. There are two things in the source. One is source definition. So this is your actual table in the Oracle. Okay, just here we don't require this source definition, you minimize it. Okay, then we have to set this one like this. Okay, yeah. Next, go to target in the left side panel and drag and drop here in the right side. Okay, so arrange them like this. In the middle we'll have a transformation here. So to create transformation, we can do the transformation creation in two ways, either by choosing transformation menu and selecting create button, or directly we have here the shortcut on the toolbar. So to create filter transformation, we can directly choose this one like this. Like this we can do. Okay, or so I'm removing this one. Transformation we can do like this also, transformation create, but here it will ask the name. Okay, we have to choose filter transformation and then transformation name T underscore any name, any user defined name, but as per the naming convention we have to give T underscore like that. Okay, create, done. The same thing will get like this. Now what are the fields in our target? Employee number, I will drag and drop this here, name, and what is my next third column? Salary, sal. Okay, and department number. Okay, now you check here. So we connected the fields employee number, name, sal, department number in the transformation object. Okay, now so all the columns are same now. So next we'll select all, we'll choose select all, not individually selecting each and every one, because the target and filter transformation contain the same columns. Okay, select all. So I will connect this like this. Now we have connection like this. See here friends, we have connection. Your source metadata object is connected with filter transformation, and filter transformation is connected with target. Okay, now what is your filter condition? That we have to specify in the middle transformation object. So double click on this filter transformation object. Okay, go to properties. So by default filter condition is true. It means so when it is true means it will pull all the records from the source and pass all the records to the target. So there is no condition for this. Now we'll set the condition now. Okay, now I don't want to send all the records from source to target, so I want to filter out some records like this. So I will check the salaries in that my source. So we have different salaries now like this: 1500, 1100, 950, 3000, 1300. Now I will set the property as true condition. Now I will change this true condition. So this is browse button, you click on the browse button. So you remove this true, delete it. So go to ports tab. Okay, select salary column. So just double click on salary column. Okay, and give the condition greater than or is equal to. How you got this? Just see here friends, double click on transformation, go to properties, at first, and in filter condition click on browse button, remove true part, and here in this expression editor select ports tab, double click on salary column and choose greater than or is equal to operator. So my filter condition is 3000. Okay, so the value I will give 3000. So it means I am pulling the records from the source whose salary is greater than or is equal to 3000, and after filtering it send all these data, that is above salary 3000 data, to my target. Okay, So just you validate here, just click on validate button, it will show expression parsed successfully. Okay, done and okay. So apply, I'm applying the condition. Okay, so here you can check the status, filter applied to records. Okay, it means it will pull the records whose salary is more than or is equal to 3000 from the source and transfers those records to this target, employee target. So my source is Scott Tiger and my target login is DWH. Okay, so with this we completed the designing part. Okay, so in the designing part we'll connect the source with target and we use the transformation as per your requirements. Okay, then at final we have to save all the designing part. Okay, now I'm saving here. Now what is our next step? So we completed all this. We created source metadata, target metadata. So transformation we created, filter transformation, and mapping we have done. Okay, our next step is, so we have to go to workflow manager. Okay, so why workflow manager? To create session. Okay, and to create workflow and finally to run the task. Okay, so for that we will directly select workflow manager here. In the designer itself we will have options like this: repository manager, designer, workflow manager. So we have to choose workflow manager. So when you select workflow manager, directly it will open your folder because we already working with our folder. No, we already open Noor. Okay, so when we click here, see here, when I click here workflow manager from the designer application, you directly open your folder. No need to connect, right click and connect options. Okay, so directly it opened. Then here, so you just select a task developer. By default it will open task developer. Okay, just click on task developer and go to the menu bar, task create. Why task create? So here I have mentioned that creating a session. To create the session we need to select task create. So it will ask the session name. See here we have session, command and email. So by default we have session. So first we need to create session. So I will create my session name as per naming convention. Just I am giving s underscore. So for mapping we have given m underscore. For transformation we have given t underscore. For session I am giving s underscore, but it is not compulsory, it is not mandatory. Okay, s underscore filter. Okay, so you need to create button. So once you click on create button, it will show your mapping name. So already we saved our mapping name with m underscore filter. Then I will select this one, click on OK button, then done. So we have created the session. Next, after creating session, so we created session. No, created session. Next, the next step is setting the properties of source and target. Okay, so double click on the session name. So here in this dialog box you go to mapping tab. In the mapping tab you check that under sources you will find your source table name EMP. Okay, SQEMP means source qualifier EMP. Okay, here in the designer you have like this SQEMP. The same thing you will get in the workflow manager, SQEMP. Okay, so source INF. So source INF, it is correct one. Okay, no need to change this one. And under targets you choose EMP target, that is your target table name. So but here we have the wrong property. Okay, we need to change this one. For target it is not source, it is a target INF. Okay, target INF. Okay, so target load type. So because we are running under a normal local computer, so we need to change this bulk to normal, but in real time it is a bulk only because it is pulling the data from bulk sources, different sources. Okay, right, so normal. Target load type must be normal. So for targets we change two properties. One is target INF under connections, and here in the properties for a target load type property, instead of bulk we are changing it to normal. So finally click on apply and OK button. Okay, so we created this step. Now right now we completed this one. So what are the last three steps? Creating a workflow. So creating a workflow is very simple. Go to this workflow designer, in the menu workflow, create, type any name, w_filter. So as per my naming convention, so I have followed the naming convention, w_filter, and click on enter button. So this is your workflow. Your workflow is created. Okay, now what is my next step? Linking workflow with the session. Linking workflow with the session. Okay, now in the workflow designer, just in the left side panel, expand sessions, you choose your s_filter session name, drag and drop in the workflow designer like this. Okay, next step, link and execution a task. Okay, first I will link. So link means go to tasks, link task. So drag and drop from the start, that is workflow name, to your session name, so it will be connected automatically. Now finally save. So it is saved, workflow is valid. So you have to check this here. So we don't have any errors, no errors, no errors, and it is valid. Okay, then finally we already saved, no? So the last step is execution of a task, executing a task. Okay, how to execute a task? Just right click here, right click on the session name, start workflow from task. You can choose from here, or you can go to task menu, start workflow from task, both are same. Now once I select this one, automatically a workflow monitor will be appear on the screen. So it is showing running. Your session is running. See here, your session is running and workflow is running. So my session is succeeded. It means my execution part is succeeded and workflow is also succeeded. Now we have to check so whether we got our data or not. Okay, you can check from two places. One is you can check from Oracle, or you can directly check from your designer, where you mapped both source and target. So I will show you. This is very simple. Okay, so go to the designer, right click on your EMP target, preview data. You just choose preview data. For target, we have to set target DB. Okay, what is my target username? DWH, password DWH. Okay, so connect. Now I have the records. So what is my filter condition? What I have given here, my filter condition for filter transformation here, already we have given filter condition. Salary is greater than or is equal to 3000. This our salary are greater than or equal to 3000. So okay, here null means these persons don't have department values, means at the time of data entry I did not enter the department number for this Kiran, Zahir and other person. So here name is also not entered, null. Okay, that is not an issue. Here you have to check whether you got the result or not for salary column. Okay, so we have set the condition salary is greater than or is equal to 3000. You check here, all the salaries are above 3000. Okay, above or is equal to 3000. Okay, so this is one method. And second method, you go to Oracle in your DWH login. Already we are in DWH login. See here. Okay, so select star from, what is my table name? EMP target. So like this you can check. So this is our first transformation, filter transformation. Okay, so I hope you understand. Okay, thank you very much guys. So in next video I will show the router transformation example. Okay, right, thank you, bye bye.